Well, that was absolutely wonderful, wasn't it? Manchester City 4, Sevilla 0 away in Spain, the first game of the Champions League. And that's put a very big smile on a slightly poorly Stephen here, if I'm being totally honest. That was wonderful, man. Absolutely wonderful. A perfect night of football. The best possible start we could have asked for in this Champions League group. Man City absolutely crushed Sevilla, and was loads and loads and loads of positive stories. I don't even know how I'm going to do 5 things learned tomorrow, because there was so many positive little angles. Honestly, this was a night of lessons learned, and also a night of brilliant football. Absolutely perfect. And the best thing is, City didn't really need to get out a second gear in this game. I would say, please do help to support the channel. Please do download OneFootball right now by clicking that link in the description below. You get all your Manchester City information, all your stats and goodness and all that kind of stuff. So help support the channel right now and get the best app on the market, bar absolutely none. OneFootball is brilliant. I've been using it for like 5 years now. Not even lying. For 5 years, every team, every player, every goal across the Champions League. Do it right now. Help us support my channel and look at all those gorgeous, glorious Erling Haaland stats, honestly. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff. So, tonight, of course, we saw Man City absolutely get it right. Absolutely get it right, basically from the first minute to the last. Sevilla obviously are struggling currently right now in the La Liga. They are. But still, Sevilla are a team that you have to be there to beat. You have to turn up because they have quality and so on. And teams often raise their performances in competitions, and Sevilla have proven that over the years, of course, being so great in the Europa League. But this was obviously a potential banana skin, and City were absolutely excellent. We can't really start anywhere other than Erling Haaland's brace. Once again, Erling Haaland, he is absolutely everything that we missed. He really genuinely is. The giant Nordic midfield, the absolute freak of nature, the man with legs as long as the Blackpool Tower, I don't know, stature as big as the Arndale. Whatever you want to say about him, I'm not Peter Drury, I won't even try to be. But either way, whatever you want to say about him, he's just astonishingly massive and astonishingly brilliant. And what I love about him is that he's always there in the right place. 12 goals in 7 games. 12 in 7. Oh, I love being right. I love being right. It's one of my favourite things to be. Wrong is, but being right is incredible. And I said he was going to redefine goals, and people were saying, Stephen, I understand why people were being cautious, going, you might get 20, 25, and they're being cautious because he didn't want to get hurt. But I've been telling anyone who will listen that he is going to score a goal a game, if not more. And look what's happening, man. Almost 2 goals per game now, says Daniel in the comments. It's not normal. It isn't normal. And he's ours. I love it. Oh, I absolutely love it. I love it. I look disheveled. I'm sorry. I've been in bed all day feeling a bit under the weather, but that game has definitely cheered me up a little bit. Hence why there's no watch long. I was too tired. There's so many things to talk about after that game. It's ridiculous, Scott. You're right. There is this, there is. Jimmy's also brought up Akanji. He said Akanji was brilliant and Gomez amazing, full on the right. Yeah, let's talk about Akanji for a little bit. We'll go back to Gomez in a minute, Jimmy, but you're bang on. Let's talk about Akanji. Look, come on, man. Like, Akanji's first start in a Manchester City shirt. Have you ever seen a more Manchester City centre-back than Akanji? It was like Guardiola had gone, I want a bit of him, and a bit of him, and a bit of him, and can we mix it all together and make a Manchester City full centre-back? It's like he's been moulded from clay to be a Man City full-back. Okay, defender, sorry. I know he didn't have much to do tonight, man, but, like, honestly, he's just, as someone just said, Daniel said, he's the Swiss Stones. Billy said he's class as well. Arian, I thought he was great, mate. I thought he was, obviously we didn't see him do much defending, but he's so comfortable on the ball. Like, so comfortable on the ball. You can see the occasional burst of pace as well. How he wanted to step into midfield. £15 million looks an absolute bargain. It looks like this is the summer where we go back and go, oh my God, we got Akanji, Gomez, Haaland and Alvarez for like, what? 90 million or something like that. We're going to look at all those and go, how the hell did we get that? Like, how did we get all those plays for that value? It's absolutely insane. That is one Anthony or something? I don't know, or one Maguire. Like, genuinely, the value that we're getting out of the transfer market right now is fantastic. And then, of course, Sergio Gomez played as well, and Gomez looked so at home. He looked a little bit more nervous, I would have said, than Akanji in the first half, but he is younger, and he's not used to a high level fully. But he looked like he grew into the game an awful lot. He's totally fine at left-back, clearly. Look, he's probably not our first-choice left-back, obviously, but he still looked fine. And he nearly had an assist as well with a lovely cross, of course, at one point to Haaland. Like, And as well, more than that, Calvin Phillips came on and he looked excellent. Did anyone else really impressed with Calvin Phillips? Like, I thought he was fantastic, man. Like, Calvin Phillips, when he came on, he's pinging the passes here, right, and there, everywhere. He was brilliant, man. Absolutely brilliant. Caleb Martin with the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Massively appreciated. Caleb's a superstar, by the way. He lends me his login details. What a hero. Let's go, Steve. Big start for European competition. Can we stop the agenda against Foden now? Not saying you have one, but the Twitter lads do. Oh, absolutely. And look I'm going to hold my hands up. Not hold my hands up because I haven't had an agenda. I did say on Twitter, on 5 things learned, that I think he's been a little bit dulled recently. Not great, but just not bad, but just a little bit dulled. Tonight he was electric, Phil. He was brilliant over on the right. A world-class goal, genuinely involved in so much. The pre-assist, of course, for the opening goal. Phil was excellent. He was absolutely brilliant, and I love him. I love him to bits, Phil. He's very, 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 very good at football. And he suits being on the right because he can get involved and cut in on his left and run at people. Yeah, absolutely brilliant stuff. Phil was wonderful, man. The agenda is from people who are bored. Mark just saying, we'll win them all. Mark's will win them all. Super chat, some of my favourite memes of 2022 of the new season anyway. It's wonderful stuff. We'll win them all indeed. I love you, Mark. Absolute superstar. But to me, I mean, where do we go through Look, should we just go through the team? Should we go through the team? We'll go through every single player individually. After I sum the game up, by the way, I'll sum up the game a tiny bit. Like, the importance of getting this 4-0 victory today and getting all the players on the pitch and getting rotation and getting a squad that looks stronger and getting the new guys involved. That was crucial. I guarantee you Guardiola will be really buzzing with that because it was a professional job, a really professional job. And that's what most matters. I mean, just get the 3 points and score a few goals, let your Nordic meets, you'll get a few. Everyone's happy. Edison, I thought was fine. He had a decent game, didn't have much to do, but he was absolutely fine. Sergio Gomez was very 6 out of 10, which is all right. It's good, decent, you know. But the most important thing for Sergio Gomez is just to get on the pitch. It's to get on the pitch, be involved, and show that you can be a Man City player. He will develop that confidence and find his own voice in the game with time. You see it often with new players, and you see a bit of Alvarez actually, where they look like serious. They don't like they're fully enjoying themselves because they're not fully settled in. They don't know the teammates, so they can't really do the levity thing very well. And they look a little bit like they're trying to impress, like their teacher, which they are. Gomez, Alvarez, and so on. That's usually with younger players. You can sense it with younger players like Gomez and Alvarez, whereas Akanji looked totally at home or whatever, but he's a bit more experienced and a captain and so on. But Gomez looked fine, man, and he put in some nice crosses, as James just pointed out as well. Yeah, excellent. Christian, legend. And Jimmy Feige's going Spurs on, mate. We'll ignore Son. But, to be honest, I thought Gomez had a decent game. Ruben Diaz, go on, Ruben, man. Ruben got a goal right at the end, but Ruben cleared up everything that came his way. Absolutely fine. He strolled through the game like the leader that he is. And Akanji alongside him, that was an excellent debut, man. I know he didn't have much defending to do, but that's because he was sweeping up everything, and his passing is clearly Man City level. Very, 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 very good. I'm very impressed with that. Cancelo was Cancelo, you know, occasionally shooting from miles out for no reason whatsoever, but then also coming up with a beautiful assist and involved in most things that we did going forward. Great assist at the end, of course, for Ruben Diaz. Good performance over there on the right. Absolutely fine. Rodri, yeah, Rodri controlled the game as he always does, you know. He was a bit off at the weekend, but Rodri was excellent in the sunny climates, of course. KDB was a weird game, actually. I don't think KDB played well. He got the assist, but I think largely he wasted an awful lot of passes. I don't care. He's KDB. He can do what he wants, but I don't think he had his best game, but he still worked really hard. He was still involved an awful lot, and he still got his assist. KDB, going to do what KDB does. Bernardo everywhere, FFSing, energetic, alive. Bernardo, absolutely wonderful, as always. As that's what Bernardo does, man. He just doesn't let you down, and he's absolutely involved in everything tonight. Let's get the likes up, by the way, and please do hit the subscribe button. Can we get to 64,400 on this stream? It'd be good. I don't need 17 more subscribers. Let's get to 200 likes. Come on, hit that like button. I thought Grealish had a good game. Look, I know he gave the ball away a couple of times, but Grealish was really driving at people, and he looked a bit disappointed to come off, and I actually understood that. I thought Grealish played well tonight. Everyone's been asking him to run at people. And you know what? I thought, yeah, I was impressed. I need to see their disallowed goal, by the way, again. True story. I was sat watching it on my laptop, and Nicola was playing a game next to me and accidentally got the controller stuck and asked for my help. And so I helped with the Xbox control, and I turned away at that moment, and all I heard was the commentators talking about it. So I didn't see their disallowed goal. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. You have to tell me. That's the one thing I missed. But yeah, I thought Grealish was good. I can't just look terrible. You're just trolling, mate. You're just trolling. Don't be so. He was good. What you on about, man? But yeah, I thought Grealish looked excellent. I thought he was really involved and he was running at people. I mean, he didn't quite get the final product in, but he played a couple of nice passes. He was direct. He was running at people. It's great to have him back in the squad, man. He's going to be very, 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 very useful. Foden, I thought was an excellent game as well. Just involved, alive, alert, and skillful as he always is. And Haaland is just Haaland. Oh, he's stupid, man. He's absolutely stupid. I'm going to try and find the stats that I saw earlier. Like, the Haaland thing, I shared it earlier, but this was before he scored his goals, by the way. Where was it? Yeah, this is before... Yeah, Duncan Alexander tweeted, only 36 players in Champions League history have scored more goals than Haaland, who's playing his 20th game. Only 36 players have scored more goals, and he's only played 20 games. That is insane. His record... only 31 players... Sorry, it's changed now since he got his second goal. Only 31 players have scored more goals in Champions League than Haaland. 31, and he's played 20 games. That is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He's going to be probably the... He's got 24 in 20 games. Ronaldo had 0 in 20. Yeah, whereas that's an astonishing stat. Like... to me, Haaland has this incredible ability to be everywhere. People will try and play down these tap-ins, but then why didn't Jesus get all these tap-ins for us, man? Where was he? Why are we not getting 30, 40 goal players everywhere? It just doesn't happen. Like, people talk about him. Jasper, it's not 37 anymore. It's 31, man. It's 31, only 31 people. But 25 in 20, actually. That's just stupid. But, Haaland sees football in a way that we don't. He genuinely does. He's just on another level. He's in terms of focus and his movement, understanding. Jesus was working for the team. Absolutely, OJ. But I love Jesus. But he doesn't have that movement, man. He absolutely doesn't have that movement. We are witnessing the birth of a genuine great in football here. A guy who's going to redefine what goal scoring means. And he gets these tap-ins, but I will take 50 tap-ins from Haaland because we've been missing that, man. We've been missing that so much. As Kompany just said, his positioning is just robotic. It's like there's an algorithm going on inside Erling Haaland's head that calculates the exact place he has to be in to get on the end of a deflected pass or a shot or a cross or whatever. It's strange how he does it, but it's pure instinct. When something happens every single time, luck isn't involved. It isn't. And you guys know that too. It happens every single time. We've already seen them score that second goal twice already at City. That is genuinely innate talent and understanding of how to play football and where to be. And that is something you can't teach. It's very, very, very instinctive. And it's great. Calvin Phillips was a great cameo as well, by the way. It was great to see Cole Palmer get on. I'm not really sure about Cole Palmer on the left. He isn't a left winger, but generally he's coming on and getting minutes on the pitch, which right now is all I want from him. You can tell he's doing a job over there, but it's But he looks composed. I actually agree, Mike. Mike in the chat said he looked composed. He did, but you could tell he's not going to be able to impress himself on a game when he's playing on the left because he's clearly a right winger or a midfielder. But that's absolutely fine. I want to see him get on the pitch, and we saw Alvarez get on again. And Alvarez, by the way, he absolutely came alive once again, didn't he? As well, Alvarez, man, he never stops running. He's so alert and so on it and so brilliant. I absolutely love him, man. It's just, we are blessed with talent right now. This is potentially going to be with the Manchester City's greatest side. It really is potentially. It could be. It's got everything you need. Everything we need. I'll jump over to here to look at the stats. I mean, look at that away from home in the Champions League. 6 shots against our 24. 10 on target. They had 1 on target. Not conceding 1 shot on target away. It's really hard to do in the Champions League, but fair play to City. 609 passes to 371. It's lovely stuff, man. It's lovely stuff, and that is a good team. It's a very good team, and we are blessed right now. We are blessed right now. This City side is remarkably good, and we're very, very lucky. I agree with Pete. He said Palmer's the real deal. There's no doubt about it. Seeing how composed he is, Prem soon come. Indeed, mate. Scott, you legend. Scott with a super chat, being a superhero as always. Big Denemy energy, BDE. It says, Haaland only worries about his own game and puts everything into it. He is consistently moving and repositioning, regardless of the position of the ball. A poacher's poacher. His off-ball game is insane. Do you know what? He's right. Did you see that bit where Haaland won the ball deep in his own area, then sprinted 50, 60 yards at full pace just to get into the right position? It's entirely down what Scott said. Scott's talking on all about how you make your own luck and you make your own chances and you work for it. And it's entirely right. Like, honestly, like, Haaland he's phenomenal. 12 goals in 7 games. Look, it's barely the start of September. I'll be honestly, I would reckon he's got bags that run packed still at whatever flat he's living in. I guarantee he's not even finished unpacking yet because he's been in Manchester for about a month or two, and he's already scored 12 goals. Like, do you know how stupid that is? Do you know what was our top goal scorer last season? Was it like it was Mahrez, wasn't it? With like 20 odd. But before that, after that, De Bruyne, what was it, like 15 or something? Look, it's quite silly. He's gonna get 20 goals by the end of this month. Like, he's gonna be able to wait. Wait, I'm going to look at Man City's fixtures. I'm going to jump over to here, 1 second. I'm going to see City's fixtures and work out how many goals he's going to get by the end of this month. I think it might even be 20, genuinely. So here's the fixtures. So Spurs, well, if you say he scores against Spurs, 13. Say he scores, against Dortmund, 14. A brace against Wolves, 16. A hat-trick in the derby, no. Maybe he gets his 20th against United. I don't know. But either way, he's not going to score. Yeah, he's not going to score 20 by September. But look, if he hasn't got 20 by the end of the Copenhagen game or Southampton game, I'd be disappointed at this point. He's getting player of the month. Of course he's Kieran. He's going to get player of the month every single fucking month, man. It's going to be crazy. They're going to give him to him every single week. I'm going to go back over here, by the way, just because I want to do this thing where it's like, look at the players. I want to look at his stats. Where is he? There he is. Has he got? Does it bring up his stats? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But either way, I thought Google had something clever going on then, but it didn't. But it's just silly. It's absolutely silly. Akanji looks so smart though. So we talk about Akanji a little bit more. Like, let me try and get Akanji stats up on screen. Where can I get live passing percentages from this game? Is it from? I want to have a look at the stats right now. Matches. I'm going to find it now. I'm going to find it right now. I'm sure I probably can do. How do I find it? Has it not been updated yet? Someone tell me. SofaScore. SofaScore is the one I'm thinking of. SofaScore. I can't bring one football on the screen, but I'll bring SofaScore over here. That's what I was thinking of. So where's there? Here we go. Let me have a look. So we're going to go to Akanji stats in that game. I'll jump down. I might have to do a little bit of editing here. Apologies, but I'll move it over here. Akanji stats in that game. So 7.1 of SofaScore, 71 out of 79 passes completed. That's 90%. Key passes two key passes, by the way. That's really impressive for Akanji on his debut. I mean, you got to admire that, man. That's remarkable on his debut. It's really, really, really impressive. Ground duels he won 2 out of 4 there. Aerial duels 1 out of 2. Clearance is 3. Impressive. Gomez, let's have a look at his. Gomez, 90% possession, 69 out of 62. Another 2 key passes as well for him. Really impressive once again. Better than Babes in the show. Cheers, Alec. It's really, really impressive, man. It's really impressive. I'm a bit too tired to fan view tonight. I'm so sorry. I don't look it, but I'm sweating and I feel very under the weather, so I'm going to leave it. I'll do a fan view tomorrow, though, if you guys want it. I'll do one tomorrow night. But right now, I feel, honestly, really off it. Akanji really suited the team. Haaland stats here, Let's have a look at his stats. How many touches do we reckon he have? Look at his heat map there as well. He's everywhere, man. Getting about 70 minutes, 2 goals, 3 shots on target, 3 off target, shots blocked 1. 8 passes, 8 accurate passes. There we go, man. There we go. 8 accurate passes for. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all. Out of 8, 100%, 19 touches. That's all he needs, man. That's all he needs. Genuinely. And an interception as well. Like, you got to love to see it. I'll go through the rest of the team. Grealish. I'll bring up Grealish because Grealish was an interesting one. Of course, look at his heat map there. You know what? It was a decent game from Grealish. It really was a decent game. Minutes played 62. 81%. 3 key passes. Yeah, that's quite useful. I'll go over to Foden as well. The Foden's will be impressive, almost certainly. Look, that's not a bad game, is it, man? 2 key passes, a goal, of course, 2 shots on target, accurate 94% as always. Look, this is a very good team, man. It's a really good team. And City were excellent tonight, genuinely excellent. A couple of super chats. Legan, my man James, with the chat saying that Akanji looked decent tonight. Very impressed. Twice to play Maguire already, and that ain't hard, really, man, is it? Like, the thing is, he's got a better coach. And he's got a quality manager, quality teammates, and yeah, he looks. The thing is about him, he looks alert. I like an alert defender, a composed, alert defender. Absolutely, man. He looks like a proper player. 15 million as well. Like, that's stupid, isn't it? 15 million pounds. Genuinely, 15 million pounds is just ridiculous. I'll bring up Bernardo as well in a second, actually. So I bring up Bernardo. Rush Davies saying, feed the Nordic Midfield and he will score. Feed the Nordic, feed the Nordic Midfield and he will score. It doesn't quite run off the tongue. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'd love to see his overall season stats so far, like how many touches he's had and all that kind of stuff and how many shots. Look, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Just mesmeric stuff from Haaland. I thought Gomez looked great too. To be honest, I don't see how anyone could be anything other than impressed by everyone tonight on the pitch. Scott just told me to go look at Guardiola's comments about Akanji. I'll read all his quotes. Let's have a look. Where are they? I can't find any yet. I have just seen though. Kanji said Haaland text. Here's Akanji. And Kanji's been talking. Let's have a look. He said, Haaland texted me before it came. Where you go? And when Man City call you, I didn't have a twice. He only told me good things and I'm happy with my decision. Go on, Haaland. The guys supported you well. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the clean sheet and 3 points. Lovely stuff. KDB said, obviously, it's a very nice team to come to. It's the first Champions League away game. And it's very important. You have to set a tone. I think we did that today. Nice to start the group with a win. Try to do my job and make the right movements and create the most chances I can. I know one way or another, Erling will be there the moment he's scoring the goals. It's just true, isn't it, man? It's just true. It's absolutely true. He said it makes it exciting if you can adapt to see the outcome. If you can score that much, you can get away with things. If he keeps on scoring, then we know it's positive for us. For him, it's a perfect start. I think the way he adapted to City is really good. But obviously, outside the goal scoring, there's another part of the game that is more tough to adapt to. That's what I said, by the way. Like, I don't think... I don't think it's like he's been... I don't think I never felt that he needed to adapt to City to score goals. That was the thing. He will adapt to City, but he doesn't need to adapt to City to do what he does best, if that makes sense. He will improve, but in general, he scores goals. He's fine. Like, create chances, score goals. Like, his overall game will get better, but yeah. I really like Guardiola's quotes here. He said, about Haaland, his numbers all his career, even previous teams, is quite similar. He's an incredible sense of goal. We have incredible numbers in terms of goals and need to continue. Another battle versus Tottenham, hope we continue. But this one's interesting. He said, Phil has an incredible thing, Phil Foden. Lately, he isn't playing too well, but always does the job and runs and works for the team. He's dynamic and his work ethic. He can play bad, but every single game, Phil does it. That's why he deserves to play. That's interesting, because it does kind of... That's really interesting. Because I did my 5 things learned the other day, and I did say Phil's just kind of been all right at the moment. Not great, but he's not at his best. But he did look a very 6 out of 10 recently. And Guardiola's just, he's pointed that out, but also at the same time, give him the credit that he deserves, for his work rate and his focus. And that absolutely is a thing, man. Like, if you have that liveliness and dynamicness to your game, that's going to really impress, isn't it? Here we go. Guardiola did talk about Kanji as well. He said, a really good central defender that City bought. He did really well. His focus, his attention. I see a quality similar to Merrick. He can break the lines of a pass. He really spaces really well. I'm very pleased for him. Essentially, what he's saying is like, ooh, he's a very me defender. Look, Kanji's the kind of guy you can imagine would have slotted perfectly into any Guardiola team. Beat Barca years ago, Bayern or whatever. Look, do you know what? If Pep was still at Bayern, he'd be a Bayern Akanji, wouldn't he, for Bayern? And he'd be playing in that league and he'd be absolutely fine. Apparently, he has the odd momentary lapse of concentration. But, look, he's at a world-class team now with a world-class manager. And I guarantee you anything that Guardiola is going to iron out any deficiency in his game and make him a phenomenal defender. You think how much he improved Otamendi? He got Otamendi in the team of the year. Really, 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 really encouraging this stuff. Very encouraging. He's going to turn him into an absolute beast. I cannot wait to see how this goes down. It's going to be fascinating, man. Really fascinating. His quality. Russ with the super chat as well. Where's he gone? Not Russ, sorry. Russ being very supportive. And look, I'm going to leave this on screen. Russ is right. Russ said, come on, folks, let's get the likes up. Come on, we can do it. We can get to 300 likes and let's get to 64,414 more subscribers while we're at it. The thing is for me now, you look at this Manchester City side, and the only thing we've been missing over the past few years, in my opinion, even though we were still great, was someone who could do what Haaland could do. You know, someone who could just put the cross in, and Haaland would be there, tap it in the back post. Like, the great teams have that. They genuinely do. You know, the great teams, well, not always, you know. We didn't have it, and we've done some wonderful things, but you do tend to need a world-class striker to do insanely good things. Like, win the league was impressive, but to win the league and then win many other trophies too, you need someone like Haaland, I reckon. Like, that's why, look, if we had Haaland the last couple of years, I think we do win 3 or 4 trophies a season again, like we did in the first couple of years under Guardiola. I do think that's the only thing that's down. Like Dan City just said, I think our Champions League progress comes down to Diaz developing that captain's mentality and controlling the back line. This feels like his time to shine, organise that defence. But yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Is like, yeah, I absolutely agree. Like, it's bang on. Like, Diaz has brought that to our game in general. Someone with Mahrez agenda here. So when Mahrez plays bad, he gets subbed off and benched. But when Foden plays like shit, he gets a pass. Clear agenda for English players. Look, mate, I'm gonna take this. This is bad faith. I'm gonna take it in good faith. The difference is Foden is really, really, really good at defending and working back and running and working very hard. Mahrez, as much as I genuinely do think he's brilliant, he isn't as good as Foden. It's as simple as that, man. Like, Foden's more dynamic, he's faster, he's harder working, he helps better with the press. Mahrez is great attacker, but he's just not as good as those things as Phil. And if I'm being honest, well, Mahrez has played worse than Foden recently. Like, that's genuinely it. Like, it's just like, I really do love Mahrez, but you can't compare Mahrez's work rate to Foden's. Not that Mahrez is lazy, but it's just another level. It's another level. Foden is another level entirely. Like, so that's why Guardiola loves him, because he's more versatile and he works a bit harder and he's got more energy and more dynamism into his game. Not that Mahrez isn't brilliant, of course, the caveats, but it's not just about forward quality, you know. To be honest, Mahrez right now is going to have difficult to get into the team. Not because he isn't good, because at the moment he looks a little bit slow and his form is a little bit off. And if you can't bring then that intense work rate at very least, he's going to struggle. Gomez against Spurs is a bit worrying, says City's imaginary squad depth. It isn't great, I agree. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see, who knows? We might see the odd change. You might see, let me look at the bench. I forgot who was on the bench today. I totally forgot. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Ake come in, potentially on the left. Is Ake available for the weekend? He is, isn't he? Yeah. I think we might see Ake on the left, just simply because I think you might go for something more solid. I would be tempted to do that if I was Guardiola. I really would. Will there be an opportunity preview for the Spurs game? Do you know what? I've just reminded. I'm going to do it right now. I'm gonna set an email to remind. I'm going to message Flav, actually. You know, Spurs fan Flav, about it. But I will do one. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. Who's that? Christian. Legend. I've just I'll get Flav on, he's on the overlap all the time. He's a top bloke, and I'll get him on. So I reckon we'll probably play Ake at left back. We Cancelo at right back for this game, for the Spurs game or something like that. But for now, though, I don't think we have to worry about it too much. Look, this was a cracking night of football. And like, look, honestly, the way I see it is like this City side right now, I don't think they've really got any weaknesses. Like, the squad is getting stronger. The team is improving. Like, the depth is really, really, it's better. It's genuinely better. Like, when you look at that squad right now, do you know, I'm gonna build a lineup again with you guys. Like, look at the squad now, because it's obviously, I won't choose a team because I can't be arsed. But I'm gonna pick the team that played tonight. I'll bring it up on screen 1 second. Oh, it's Miss Pickles. Thank you so much. We got a new member. Ajin, thank you so much. What a hero. What an absolute hero. Thank you so much, man, for the spot. Really, really appreciate it. World-class stuff from Mr. Pickles. World-class. Let me just build the squad with you guys right now so we can talk about how much the squad depth's improved since we've got those last couple of signings in. So, of course, I'll just go 4-3-3 for now. It makes a lot of sense, you know. Just put them up there, you know. I'll just build it in a 4-3-3, even though obviously we do play differently every now and then, but I'll build it in a 4-3-3. So over here we got, of course, are they on screen? Is he on screen? I don't even know who he is. We've got, where is it? What am I doing? There we go. So here we go. We've got obviously Edison, Ortega. Like this squad depth is put Carson. I can't put Carson on, but you know he's there. Then obviously over here we've got Cancelo, Gomez. Do you know what I'm going to put for? Yeah. Then I'm going to put Akanji at the back here, just because I know he's not the backup, but just so I can fit them all on at the same time. So I want to get them all on the team. Then of course we've got Diaz and Stones. Like this squad has got really impressive. Like when everyone's fit, all of a sudden it's massively improved. Like a couple of those signings at the back end of this transfer window are really smart, man. I know Akanji isn't a right back, by the way, but you know what I'm doing. De Bruyne. I'll just put Bernardo, Gundo. I think over here as well, by the way, it's basically like Palmer's meant to be the backup, isn't he? I'll put him there. Over here we've got Haaland, Alvarez, Foden, Grealish. Obviously, more people can play over here. Mahrez over here. But I mean, look at that depth. Like all of a sudden, there's only really, I would say, and then we've got Rico Lewis and all that kind of stuff as well, like Joshua Wilson-Esbrand. I'll put Lewis in actually because I feel it feels a little bit harsh. Was that Football Manager? No, not at all, man. No, it's just a lineup builder. Yeah, Foden's assist was great, but I mean, look at this depth all of a sudden. Depth, and it just looks good, doesn't it? Then that's without Lewis and Esbrand and so on. It's a good squad all of a sudden. Like we've filled an awful lot of gaps. I mean, another centre back who can play and put people out wide if needs be. A full back in there as well. Look, I'm really happy with this, man. Like it's genuinely, it's strong. We could do maybe with pacey winger, but other than that, like we know Bernardo can play over there. We know Phil can play over there. Like it's just much better. It's just much better, and I'm very happy with that. Like City of the squad just feels more balanced now, and I'm very happy with that. What's the word on JWE? It hasn't played compared to Lewis. Look, I did say, by the way, that Guardiola was not going to go for Wilson-Esbrand a lot. He's back up to the backup now. He's very raw. Wilson-Esbrand and Guardiola was never going to use in the Premier League. He might get it every now and then, but he is way down the pecking order now in terms of defenders, unfortunately. But that's just how it is with Guardiola. But you'll get on every now and then, but but the depth is much better now. Yeah, well, we're building Premier League experience, aren't we, Alex? That we'll have to see. It's Pickle said, Kanji surprised me with his pace and composure. Feels Alvarez should have started, though. Yeah, I think Alvarez is probably coming against Spurs. What team do you reckon versus Spurs, by the way? I think Alvarez might start, I think you might want his work rate. Like, maybe Grealish will start, I don't know, but Alvarez could start with Foden. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like this against... like this, I wouldn't be surprised to see... I can't be asked to bring it on the screen, but maybe Alvarez alongside Haaland with Foden there and so on. Gundogan, I think, will play. We'll see. We'll work it out and see how the injuries go. Sean saying, surely Alvarez and Haaland start against what will probably be a 5-back. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it makes sense to me. We'll have to see. But that was a really, really crucial win tonight, Like, it was crucial because it was important, because it was fun. It was fun. Like, and I know it sounds really weird, but if you have a really... fun performance every now and then, it helps the squad morale and the goals, of course, and the consistency in the minutes. Did Chelsea lose tonight, by the way? I genuinely did not know that. Let's have a look at Chelsea. How did they get on? Oh, Raheem, you should have stayed, man. Then the squad would genuinely be complete. Oh, look at that, Chelsea. That is diabolical. And Chelsea absolutely having a mare there. Look at that. Oh, 1-0 away to Zagreb. That is poor, lads. Absolutely poor. How did they play as well, lineup-wise? Oh, Sterling, man. Aubameyang came off. Havertz, Kovacic, Chilwell, Mount, James. He doesn't know what he's doing, Tuchel, man. He doesn't know what he's doing at all. Disaster class, man. I don't hate Sterling. I just think he's got caught in his own head and been badly advised, unfortunately. But either way, City are excellent. That was a wonderful night, a perfect night. I have genuinely run out of energy now. Like, I am running on empty. I won't get myself a brew and sit downstairs with my beautiful wife and chill. Thank you for watching this. Don't forget to download OneFootball. Please do help support the channel. Click the link in the description below. Download OneFootball. It's absolutely excellent. City are top of the group and absolutely wonderful. Do you know what? Things are good. Life are very good right now for City fans, isn't it? Absolutely excellent. And this is why we all need to be calm, even if we do drop the draw here and there. Things are very, 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 very good. Love you all loads. I love you too, David. Thank you very, very much. I'm going to go and feel a bit better. And I'll catch you tomorrow for the 5 things learned. And I'll do a fan view live tomorrow night. So, base station time. You enjoy yourself, Alec. Right, in a bit. Bye-bye. See you later, Scott and Christian and everyone else.